Hey friends, it's Lisa. Welcome and thank you for watching another one of my videos. So today I have my candle empties for June 2019 and I have them in my bin right here. Now, if you watched my candle picks for June, I went with a theme sort of lightly of pink and white or just like things that were in that realm because it was my birthday month and one of my favorite candles was cotton candy, and I just kind of wanted like pink and sweet and over the top, and it was whatever I wanted it to be because it was my birthday month. So I did not get through my cotton candy candle. It's over there. I have about a third of the way left to go because it was a large Yankee, but I do want to say that it was fabulous, and when I burn it again it will be fabulous even more. But I did get through some of the things that I had pulled out, and so I'm pretty excited. This first thing that I have is from Target, and it's from their Signature Soy collection, and this was Sweet Spun Sugar. This is a 15.2 ounce scented soy candle, and it is 2 wicks. And let me see. So in my picks video, I mentioned that I had previously burned Goddess petals from Signature Soy, and it was garbage. It was absolute trash. It smelled good, which is why I purchased it, but the quality of the burn was garbage. And I was a little bit nervous because I had this beautiful smelling cotton candy candle, and I was afraid that it was going to be a trash candle. I am happy to report that it burn quality of it was actually much better than I expected. It was better than Goddess petals, 100%. But in a weird way, this is gonna sound so strange, and it's weird. So it smelled good in the beginning. It was kind of like a Bath and Body Works candle where it smelled really great in the beginning, and then as it got more and more into the candle, the smell the scent of the candle changed, not for the best, but kind of took on this weird, so if you eat sushi and you get anything with like the wrapped seaweed, it kind of had this weird like seaweed from sushi smell. And I know that's not a technical term. I know that's not like a pleasant smell outside of sushi, but it was like this weird, not great, very unpleasant, unexpected turn of events that started to smell like seaweed. And it also took like this burnt plastic smell towards the end. It was like seaweed with burnt plastic. So basically the current state of our oceans these days is pretty much what this candle ended up taking. It didn't change colors. It's beautiful. It's still this beautiful pink. And smelling it now, without it being burned for a couple weeks, it smells fine. But like I said, once it started to burn and then I would extinguish it, it took like this garbage dump in the ocean type of smell, and I was not happy with it. So I probably will never buy let me take that probably out of that statement. I will never buy Signature Soy candles again. At least these tumblers, because I know Target has a wide range of candles, but they're all like mysteriously from unknown made for Target brands. I'll never buy this form of candle ever again from Target. So this next candle that I have is my Kringle Candle, and this is from Watercolors or Watercolors if you're very Philadelphian. This was this beautiful pillar candle. It was 14.5 ounces. This is like, I made a joke, this is like a murder weapon, and it still is a murder weapon pretty much. It's pretty heavy. You could do some damage if you drop this. But this was a two wick pillar candle or tumbler. I don't know exactly what they want to consider this. This had notes of strawberry, currant, citrus, apple, sweet pea, jasmine, rose, sandalwood, and musk. Kind of all these things that I love. And it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful candle. And it still smells very good. Now, when I first had it, it was pure white, the paraffin wax. As you can see, this took a turn for the worst, like a Bath and Body Works candle, and it totally discolored. It's now this brown, but it still smells really good, and I was pretty happy. I mean, you can see that pretty clear in terms of the wax on the side. So I recommend Kringle. I think they're really nice. They are on the expensive side, so I would definitely wait for some type of sale or promotion before you buy them. This next candle that I have is from Scent Express wax bead candles, and I bought this at the discount store Ollie's. This was sugared marshmallows, and I don't know if you can see, like, this is what it looked like before. You had like these sugar beads. I was actually afraid to turn the candle over, but I shouldn't have been, because the wax was adhered enough that like the beads wouldn't have gone anywhere. But then once it was lit, it turned into pretty much like a normal candle in terms of the melted wax. This was actually surprisingly a pretty good candle. Now, oh man. It smelled, scented like sugared marshmallows. It was a very sweet, candy-esque, marshmallowy, fluffy-esque, everything-esque scent, and I enjoyed it. I've never ever seen another, I haven't seen another Scent Express candle. Like I said, I got this at Ollie's, so I don't know if this is something like that is still in business, Scent Express or what, but I thought it did pretty well for an unknown candle to me. Like, I didn't know anything about it, couldn't find anything online about it, but I would pick another one of these up if I saw it and I liked the scent. Talking about BB dubs, I do have one candle here from Bath and Body Works, and it was the 1 wick candle of Pink Petal Tea Cake, and it was great. I have said over and over again in my candle videos that I really enjoy Bath and Body 1 wick candles. I don't know what's going on with their 3 wicks. And I'm tired of spending money on their 3 wicks because I don't think that they're good quality candles, and I don't think they perform, and this is not what this is about. But this was a great candle. It smelled great. It burned great. It was everything that I wanted from a candle. And if you don't know Pink Petal Tea Cake, it is pink rose petals, pound cake, vanilla glaze. Just like delightfully sweet and but yet delicate and just yummy. And just everything, I picture like, you know, I guess because the word tea is in it, but I picture like having afternoon tea. It just is like delightful and quaint and just delicate and dainty, and I love that. This next candle I have is from Yankee, and it is a medium 14.5 medium jar of fresh cut roses. So as you can see, there was some sooting. And I got it down to the stud, like it went all the way down to the metal stud. I thought this candle was great. There is some wax residue on the side, but I thought it burned really well. I thought it smelled amazing. This scent carried through my upstairs, and it was everything that I look for in a candle, and I'm really happy that I had it. It was perfect for June. It was this great, like, nice floral scent that took us from May into summer, and I don't think you can go wrong with this particular candle scent. This next candle I have is from Yankee, and it's from their Elevation series collection, which, if you don't know what that means, it's this shaped candle, and the lid is like this, and basically you can revolutionarily take the lid off and pop this back on top of it, and it's like, in theory, this is supposed to sit. It didn't really work for me, but this is supposed to sit. It's supposed to be sitting underneath the candle, and then you have this beautiful, elegant base for your square candle. Gimmick aside for the Elevation candle, this sugared wildflowers candle I liked. Strangely enough, it smelled like Thai lemongrass and coconut milk, which was not part of the notes at all. The notes actually for this candle was is lavender, eucalyptus, sage, geranium, orchid, sugar crystals, the base is coconut, vanilla, and musk. So that base note of coconut really dominates this candle more so than anything. I totally got Thai curry from this candle, and I didn't get any of the like floral notes at all. But weirdly enough, I'm okay with delicious Thai curry smell because I think it smells delicious. So I liked it. I wish they would come out with this scent at Yankee in a non-elevation candle because I think the gimmick is stupid, and as you just saw earlier, it doesn't work. Or at least doesn't work all the time for me. But they might not even have this particular scent anymore because when I went back recently, this was like where is it? Where's Waldo? Like it was nowhere to be found. So if you see it, I recommend picking it up. These next two things I have, I didn't really talk about them at all on my channel when I bought them, and I'm only sharing them because how much I'm disappointed in them, in that now I'm scared. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about wallflowers from Bath and Body Works. So I had not used wallflowers or plugins in the last couple years. I burn candles, so I don't really feel the need to have plugins. But I had a coupon from Bath and Body Works, and I was like, all right. And then of course when I went, they had this really adorable flamingo plug-in, and I was like in love. And then they also had a hyacinth, or excuse me, not hyacinth, hydrangea. And hydrangeas are one of my favorite flowers. And so I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. So what do you need with the plugins? You need wallflowers. So I had bought 5 for $23, plus I had a coupon, and I had worked out the deal. And so the first 2 that I picked and I had going in my house was rose water and ivy, and angel food cupcake. So these 2 themselves were fine. They're great. They smelled delightful. They were scenting the area. The only problem was actually with the plug-in itself had a built-in light, and there's no option to turn off the light. So when you plug it in, the light is on. You have to unplug it to turn off the light. And so in my bedroom, it got to be like I couldn't sleep because this light, weirdly enough, was too bright for me to sleep. The reason why I'm like, oh, no to wallflowers anymore wasn't necessarily because of these 2, but the ones that I had plugged in after. And so if I have a picture of it, I will, through the magic of editing, insert it here. Basically, what happened was I unplugged the plug-in so I could go to bed, and I put it on top of my dresser. Went to bed. Woke up the next morning, realized as I was in my sleeping haze that the plug-in had tipped over at some point at night. And basically the plug-in oil had eaten away the paint and the varnish of my dresser where it had pulled. Now, granted, this didn't happen immediately. It happened over the time, from the time I went to bed to the time I woke up, but it horrified me that this oil, which was still in liquid form when I went to go clean it off, ate away the layers to get to the wood of my dresser. And so I started thinking like, oh my God, is this what's in the air? And if it's eating away the paint and the varnish on my dresser, like what is it doing to my lungs? What is it doing to my nasal passages? So I immediately like unplugged the 2 plugins that I have. And I'm like, you know, like, no, I don't want to do them. And then I guess people could argue, well, what do I think candles and, you know, wax does? But I feel like wax candles have been around for millenniums. No, let me rephrase that. They've been around for hundreds of years, not millenniums, but hundreds of years worth of candles. And I feel like if it was eating away at our lungs, we would know about it. So it just horrified me and scared me. So I actually now have a couple plugins that I'll never use. And I guess maybe if I had the receipt, I can go return them, but, or if anybody wants some plugins, let me know. But that was a realization that I was not too happy to find in the month of June. So those were my candle empties for June of 2019. If you liked this video or found any information helpful, please think about giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing. And until next time, I hope you guys all so well. Bye!